Namaskar, Jai Shri Krishna. Enlightening, text 11, text 12, text 13 and text 14 of chapter 8. Questions by King Parikshit of second canto, the cosmic manifestation of Srimad Bhagavatam. Text 11. Purusha vaya vair lokaha sapalaha purva kalpitaha lokair mushya vayavaha sapalairiti shushruma. O learned Brahmanas, it was formerly explained that all the planets of the universe with their respective governors are situated in the different parts of the gigantic body of the Virata Purusha. I have also heard that the different planetary systems are supposed to be in the gigantic body of the Virata Purusha. But what is their actual position? Will you please explain that? Text 12. Yavan kalpo vikalpo va yatha kalo anumiyate bhuta bhavya bhavat shabda ayurmanam cha yata satah. Also, please explain the duration of time between creation and annihilation and that of other subsidiary creations, as well as the nature of time indicated by the sound of past, present and future. Also, please explain the duration and measurement of life for the different living beings known as the demigods, the human beings, etc. in different planets of the universe. Past, present and future are different features of time to indicate the duration of life for the universe and all its paraphernalia, including the different living beings in different planets. Text 13. Kal syanu gatiraya tu lakshate anavi bruhatyapi yavatyaha karmagatayo yadrushira dvijasattama. O purest of the Brahmanas, please also explain the cause of the different durations of time, both short and long, as well as the beginning of time following the course of action. Text 14. Yasmin karma samavayo yatha yenopa gruhayate gunanam guninam chaiva parinam mabhipsatam. Then again kindly describe how the proportionate accumulation of the reactions resulting from the different modes of material nature act upon the desiring living being, promoting or degrading him among the different species of life, beginning from the demigods down to the most insignificant creatures. The actions and reactions of all works in the material modes of nature, either in the minute form or in the gigantic form, are accumulated, and thus the result of such accumulated actions and reactions of karma or work become manifested in the same proportion. How such actions and reactions take place, what the different procedures are, and in what proportion they act are all subject matters of Maharaj Parikshit's inquiries from the great Brahman Shukdev Goswami. Life on the higher planets, known as the abodes of the denizens of heaven, is obtained not by the strength of spacecraft, as is now being contemplated by the inexperienced scientist, but by works done in the mode of goodness. Even on the very planet where we are now living, there are restrictions upon the entrance of foreigners into a country where the citizens are more prosperous. For example, the American government has many restrictions for the entrance of foreigners from less prosperous countries. The result is that the Americans do not wish to share their prosperity with any foreigner. Who has not qualified himself as a citizen of America. Similarly, the same mentality is prevailing in every other planet where there are more intelligent living beings residing. The higher planetary living conditions are all in the mode of goodness, and anyone desiring to enter the higher planets like the Moon, Sun and Venus must qualify thoroughly by activity in complete goodness. Maharaj Parikshit's inquiries are on the basis of proportionate actions of goodness, which qualify one in this planet to be promoted to the highest regions of the universe. Even on this planet of our present residence, one cannot achieve a good position within the social order without being qualified with proportionate good work. One cannot forcibly sit on the chair of a High Court judge without being qualified for the post. Similarly, one cannot enter into the higher planetary systems without being qualified by good works in this life. Persons addicted to the habits of passion and ignorance have no chance of entering the higher planetary systems simply by an electronic mechanism. According to the statement of the Bhagavad Gita 9.25, persons trying to qualify themselves for promotion to the higher heavenly planets can go there. Similarly, persons trying for the Pitrulokas can go there. Similarly, persons trying to improve their conditions on this earth can also do that, and persons who are engaged in going back home, back to Godhead, can achieve that result. The various actions and reactions of work in the mode of goodness are generally known as pious work with devotional service, culture of knowledge with devotional service, mystic powers with devotional service, and at last devotional service unmixed with any other varieties of goodness. This unmixed devotional service is transcendental and is called Parabhakti. It alone can promote a person to the transcendental kingdom of God. Such a transcendental kingdom is not a myth, but is as factual as the moon. One must have transcendental qualities to understand the kingdom of God and God Himself. Radhe Radhe.